November, 1941. I've always felt responsible for World War II. The first thing I remember liking that liked me back was food. I had a bad puberty. It lasted 17 years. I'm a high school graduate. I went to art school. My entrance exam was on a book of matches. I decided to move out of the house when I was 24. My mother still refers to this as the time I ran away from home. Eventually, I ran to Minneapolis, where it's cold, and I figured I'd keep better. Now I'm back in Manhattan. New York, this is your last chance. Brenda, I hope your sense of touch is ready to freak out. Get a load of this.
Wow, cashmere.
Please, Brenda, not just cashmere. This is genuine. I wanted it in 1956 when all the other girls had it, but I didn't cashmere.
I think I know the feeling. That's how long I've wanted a date who didn't wear glasses.
Brenda, this is the most wonderful Christmas of my life. I mean, I'm married, and I had an incredibly good season window dressing. And I wasn't going to tell anybody this, but for the first time in my life, I have money in the bank.
How much?
$2,000.
You're kidding. How'd you get that much?
Well, I got this terrific system for saving money. See, you got to work hard and make a decent salary. Then you marry somebody and you bank every cent you make.
Yeah, well, I'll keep it in mind. So everything's really terrific, huh?
Well, not everything. No, Joe's been kind of down lately. But now that I'm through with the season, I can spend more time with him.
Well, what's he down about?
Well, I think it's the business. It's not going so good right now. But I figure Christmas has got to be the slow season for demolition, right?
Well, you know, it might be slow for demolition, but it's the big season for doormen. Did Carlton hit you up for a gift yet?
No, but he registered his pattern at the liquor store.
Anyway, we got a bigger problem. Ma, what are we going to get for her?
Yeah. Boy, well, she likes pearl necklaces.
I know, but that's what Pop gives her every year.
You're right. And she already looks like she's been lassoed by Liberace.
Hey, I know. Why don't we chip in and buy her a gift certificate for a day at Elizabeth Arden?
You mean one of those days where they completely redo you?
Yeah.
Huh.
I wonder what they'll make her into.
You know, when I first got into this business, I dreamed I'd be demolishing skyscrapers. Now look at me, figuring out bids for toll booths and newsstands.
Joe Henderson called. He said you owe him $900 and he will not wait one more day.
So I'll pay him.
With what?
Well, what about the emergency fund?
I used that for the decorations.
You know, all this aggravation would disappear in a minute if we could just land that city contract.
That's a 20-story job. That's going to one of the big boys. You can forget that, Joe.
How can I forget it? Just one job, one like that, and I'd be over the hump for a year.
Meanwhile, what are you going to do about these bills, Joe?
I don't know. Just wish these bills would disappear like the jobs do.
Well, there's a bright side, Joe. You can hold up on my salary for a couple of weeks. I don't need it.
You don't?
No, I made $34,000 this year.
That's more than you made, Joe.
Hey, you know, something's strange when the boss makes less than the employees.
Well, I got a great union. But it wasn't that easy now. Some weeks I had to work 35, 36 hours.
You know, I think I could have done better with a union job myself.
Hey, it wasn't no sense me getting in the union. You know, they kind of suspicious of us college guys.
Yeah? Then how'd you get in?
All it took was a job interview. 17 civil rights lawyers working day and night for 4 years. I'll never forget the interview. Hey, they had 16,000 guys in the union, and all of them were white. So I walked over to them and I said, hey, you got 16,000 guys in the union, and none of them black. And they acted real surprised. I said, not one? I'm sure I saw one. Well, what do you know? Not even one. 40-something now. Well, that was a long time ago, though. Now we got 3 in the union.
Ah, damn it. Sometimes I think it's my fault what's happening with the business. But it's not. I mean, I'm out there all the time, hustling, bidding on every single job. But I'm not romancing people, you know? I'm not doing the cocktail circuit. I'm trying to play it straight, and they're stealing me blind out there. I tell you, I swear there's no way a guy can win out there.
Hey, Joe, why don't I give Henderson a call? Now, he's the guy we owed the longest, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I can stall him for you.
Henderson? No way. The guy's got a wrecking ball for a heart.
You're making him sound nicer than he is.
Ah, it doesn't hurt to try. Mr. Henderson, Justin Culp here. Yes, Merry Christmas. How are those 6 beautiful kids of yours? Uh-huh. Yeah. Tell you why I'm calling. We're gonna buy each one of the kids a bicycle for Christmas. Oh, yeah, those 10-speed racing jobs. That's right. Oh, just tell us where to send them. Uh-huh. Okay, Mr. Henderson. Merry Christmas. By the way, Mr. Henderson, we're gonna be a little late with the payment. Yeah, I knew you'd understand. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Well, I bought you some time.
Yeah?
How much?
Till Christmas morning. If you want any more, you're gonna have to come through with them bicycles.
These pocket calculators drive me nuts. I can't get this thing to come out straight. That decimal point keeps jumping around.
Maybe you got a dumb one. Come on, Joe. Listen, things are bad now, but they're gonna get better. So come on, cheer up, huh?
Rhoda, there's an old saying in the demolition business. When things go down, they stay down.
Let's not talk about business. How about that? Let's forget it. You want to go somewhere? We'll forget about everything.
Where do you want to go?
Coney Island. Yeah, let's go to Coney Island, Joe. We'll dress up nice and warm, and we'll walk on the boardwalk, huh?
No, they're tearing down Coney Island.
What?
That's another contract I blew.
All right, Joe, okay. You win. Listen, what am I doing here trying to cheer you up, right? This is serious. So, if you want to feel bad, you got to just feel bad. Maybe you need a good cry. No, I really mean it. I do.
Man, I don't cry.
Never? Even when you were a kid and somebody stuck his fingers in your eyes?
Nope.
Not even when Bambi got caught in the forest fire.
Oh, I got a little lump in my throat about Thumper being in danger, but I didn't cry.
Well, I can't get over this, Joe. I can't. I mean, you're usually so open about all your other emotions. Crying's a great release. It is. I mean, you get a chance to let out all those pressures that build up inside. You know, my mother used to always tell me, if you hold back a sneeze, you could blow your brains out.
So what are you trying to tell me? That if I hold back my tears, I'm going to drown?
Hey, Joe, wait. Now, look, what do you got against crying, Joe? I mean, wait a minute. Is this some macho trip here? That men can't cry?
Oh,
Is that
no,
what you're doing?
No, crying's okay. In fact, I sometimes envy people who can cry.
So what do you do when you're sad?
I don't know. I guess I cough.
Okay, so you don't cry when you're sad. Did you ever cry when somebody did something really beautiful for you? Huh?
I guess nobody ever did anything that beautiful.
Well, tonight could be the night.
What do you mean?
Okay, Joe, get ready. I was going to give this to you next week, but I think I better do it right now. It's my something beautiful. I know you're going to love it. If this doesn't make you cry, nothing will. $2,000. The only money I ever saved in my entire life, Joe, and I want you to have it. Now, you got to take it here. You got to. I was going to give you a check, but I knew you wouldn't cash it. Do you know how wonderful it is to have the only money you ever had, to finally save it up, and then you're so in love that it doesn't even mean anything to you? Do you know what that means, Joe? I mean, all my life I've been hung up on money. I have. And now here's the moment that I have it, and I'm just so much in love that it doesn't... Go ahead, Joe, cry. It's good for you. You gotta let it out. It's great if you do. You'll feel much better for it, and it's okay. It's okay. I really understand. I do, and it's all right. It's not unmanly. Hi.
Is Joe up yet?
Oh, yeah, he's up and out. He's gone to work.
On a Saturday?
Yeah, the poor thing's out making the rounds. He felt he should do something to drum up a little business.
Did Ma call yet?
No. But she's going to, isn't she?
Yeah.
That woman is amazing. I mean, there's something mystical about her, Brenda.
I know. I remember when I was a kid, she always knew when I got in trouble at school. For a while there, I thought she was bugging my thermos.
I know the feeling. I've been battling it for years. But I finally figured out a way to fool her.
Fool Ma?
Yep.
Oh, tell me, Rhoda, you gotta tell me.
Oh, listen, it's very simple. It's all a matter of acting and perfect voice control. One slip, and right off she asks you what's wrong. And then you can't get off that telephone with her without a pair of wire cutters.
Oh, boy, Rhoda, if you can really take care of Ma, the world is yours.
Yeah. Now I just have to be able to take care of Joe, right? Boy, Brenda, he's carrying around a double load. He's trying to fix the business, and he's trying to hide his feelings at the same time. And he keeps everything bottled up inside him.
Listen, Ro, if anybody can cheer Joe up, you can.
I don't know, Bran. I think at a time like this, the best thing a wife can do is help her husband feel bad.
No wonder Ma's such a great wife.
Hello?
This is Carlton, your doorman.
Yeah, I know. What?
I'm just calling to see if you like my gift.
What gift?
Take a look in the hall.
Okay, Carlton, just a minute. Carlton, it's quite beautiful. Thank you. What is this?
Fudge.
Fudge.
Taste it.
Oh, yeah, it's delicious,
Oh,
Carlton.
no, that was too fast to taste. I'm not getting off till you try it. I made it myself.
It's not bad, Carlton.
Good. Tell the people in 4A, they said it made them sick.
Okay, Joe, these are the people that owe you money. This pile, these guys are 60 days overdue. These are 90, and these guys have totally disappeared.
I've tried everything. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Well, there's one thing you didn't try, Joe.
What's that?
Collection agency.
Why didn't I think of that?
Because you probably didn't grow up in Harlem. But it balances out. I have no idea what an Avon lady is.
I don't know. A lot of these guys are my friends.
Gentlemen.
Charlie Curran.
Hi, Joey.
Long time no see. How's everything, pal?
Well, you know how it is working for the city. I travel around, I look at bids, I give out demolition jobs, you know. Boring.
How's that 20-story job going, Charlie?
Oh, I didn't tell you about it. You know, you're not going to believe this, Joey, but the bids on that job are so close. I mean, it's amazing. It's almost my whim who gets it.
They're close. You mean we still got a chance?
Everybody's got a chance, Joe.
Yeah, well, when we're gonna know?
You know, it's funny, we've known each other all these years, Joe, and we never really talked.
We're talking about never talking.
No.
We talk, Charlie.
No.
We talk.
You missed my point, Joe. I mean, we never talk about the sort of things that you might want out of life. What are the things that I might want? Like, what do you want, Joe? Out of life.
What do I want out of life?
What do you want out of life?
Tell him what he wants to know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you know, the usual stuff. I want my wife and I to have a great marriage. I want my son to turn out right. I want maybe another kid. Keep up my health. How about you, Charlie?
Me? I want the biggest Cadillac they make. But that takes cash, Joe. You know what I mean? I mean, that really takes cash. A lot of cash.
Charlie, you mind if I speak to my associate alone for a minute?
Mind. Justin, not only would I not mind, but I respect you for it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off my coat. The bids. The bids are in the coat. And I'm going to hang it right here on this coat rack. Then I'm going inside to wash my hands And Joey, you just knock on that door when I'm done. Nice shirt.
Merry Christmas, Joe. Ain't you gonna look at your present?
What do you mean? The guy's asking for a bribe.
Right.
Fellas, I'm only the bookkeeper, but this is something we really should not do.
Why not?
We can't afford a bribe.
Hey, you know what's wrong with this conversation? It's that I'm gonna end up sounding like a hero because I don't want to go into my pocket and pay off some slimy guy for a contract who's ripping off the whole world. Now that should make somebody normal, not a hero. Charlie, I'm not paying you off any bribe. Charlie, not only am I not paying you off, but if you don't give us a fair deal on this job, I'm going to report you and say that you asked for a bribe.
You know what that is? That's blackmail. You know that's illegal? You can go to jail for that. You know I might even have to report you. You want to go to jail?
No.
All right. I'll let you off this time.
Joe, what time is it anyway?
Oh, about 3 o'clock.
Joe, funny thing just happened in there. I was lying in bed, you know, half asleep, hugging you. And suddenly I realized you weren't there. I think I'm having an affair with your pillow. Joe, hey, you want some coffee?
Nah, just keep me up.
Do you want a pillow?
Rhoda, why don't you just go back to sleep, huh?
Are you crazy? Who sleeps at 3 o'clock in the morning? Don't smile.
That damn business is like one big Dempsey dumpster. If anybody's having trouble getting rid of money, they can just stick it into my business. Hate losing your money, babe. I really hate it. The only thing I hate more is having to tell you that I lost it.
Oh, Joe, listen, it was our money. Really. What am I talking about? It was my money. It's true. But I don't care. Nobody ever cared less than I care about that money. I'm telling you. But I want to tell you something else. What does make me feel bad is what you're carrying around inside, and I can't help. Now, is there anything I can do?
No.
Huh? There's got to be something, Joe.
No, there's nothing you can do.
Would leaving you alone help? Huh? Am I bugging you right now? You got to give me a hint here, Joe, huh? Okay, just tell me if it's making it better or worse if I stay.
No, it's better that you're here because you're distracting me from it.
Do you mind talking about the business?
No.
Okay, then. Tell me, what's a Dempsey dumpster?
Well, it's this big thing, you see, collecting trash.
Oh, I always called that Cousin Arthur. Hey, listen, I want to make sure, absolutely certain, that you're not worrying over how I feel about the money. Because I don't care. I really don't care. I never had it, so I don't miss it. I mean, it's like Monopoly money, Joe. And I didn't have enough to buy Boardwalk, so what difference does it make?
I'll be okay.
What'll be okay?
This business, the money thing.
But I'm talking about you. Are you going to be okay, huh? Is this terrible what I'm doing? Am I doing exactly the wrong thing here? This is the kind of thing I always screw up, Joe. I mean, I care so much about you feeling bad that I forget you're feeling bad. Joe, have you cried?
Oh, don't start with that. No, that's not a good subject for me to talk about right now.
I think it's a very good subject for us to both talk about right now. Now listen, you can't go on keeping all this stuff inside of you. It has got to come out somehow. Forgive me, but I don't think that's going to do it, Joe. Oh, babe, I'm not asking you to cry. I'm not. But I am asking you to tell me what's really going through your mind, not just what happened. You know?
What am I arguing with you for? I mean, this is your specialty. You don't marry Julia Child and then tell her how to cook, right?
Right.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. What's really been on my mind is that, well, I'm afraid of losing the business. Now, it's not so much for the money, you understand. I mean, I can always get another job, but you sort of get used to being your own boss. You know, you don't have to take static from anybody. You work a lot of years to get there, and then all of a sudden you walk into an office a little late one time, and you got to sweat because some big shot is looking at his watch. I mean, with your own shop, there's that feeling of it's being yours, you know? It's a feeling of accomplishment. Ah, what the heck. I guess I just gotta take what comes. I guess I wasn't good enough because I really think I'm gonna lose the business. I guess, and I failed. I guess, I'm sorry.
Sorry? Joe. Oh, Joe. Is that a... Hey.
No,
is that...
it's not really.
I bet you it is. I'm telling you, I think it is.
You think so?
Yes, yeah. Let's take a look here. Oh, Joe.
No, we're not sure it was a tear.
Come on, Joe. Come on. It was a tear. What could it be?
Well, it's a start anyway.
So how did Mom like her day at Elizabeth Arden?
Oh, fine.
Yeah? So tell me, how did she turn out?
Well, she was still Ma, but she looked like somebody shellacked her from head to foot.
World War II. The first thing I remember liking that liked me back was food. I had a bad puberty. It lasted 17 years. I'm a high school graduate. I went to art school. My entrance exam was on a book of matches. I decided to move out of the house when I was 24. My mother still refers to this as the time I ran away from home. Eventually, I ran to Minneapolis, where it's cold, and I figured I'd keep better. Now I'm back in Manhattan. New York, this is your last chance.
Hello?
Hello, this is Carlton, your doorman.
Yes, Carlton.
So what's new?
What?
Well, things are kind of slow down here. I just want to know what you're doing.
Well, right now I'm about to be late for a formal dinner thing I'm invited to because I'm wasting my time talking to you.
Wasting your time talking to me. That's funny. That's what your mother said.
When did my mother say that?
Oh, didn't I tell you? She's on her way up. By elevator.
Oh, thanks for letting me know, Carlton.
At your service.
I was in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd drop by. Gee, Ma, I'm going out tonight.
It's all right. I'm not here to see you. I'm here to see Rhoda.
Well, Ma, why didn't you go upstairs to see her?
Because I never intrude on married couples. Get her down here.
Ma, I'm late as it is.
All right, I understand. I guess I can trudge back through 8 blocks of slush without my galoshes.
I'm dialing, Ma. I am dialing.
Why didn't you do that to begin with and stop putting me through all this?
Hello, Ro? Listen, Ma's here. She wants you to come down. I don't know. I'm just a messenger. Listen, why don't I just tell her you're not there? Probably wouldn't work. Okay, Ro, I'll tell her you're coming. Bye.
So, Brenda, what's new with you?
Ma, you don't have to make small talk. I mean, we both know your mission here tonight is Rhoda.
Hi. Oh, Brenda, nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, Ma.
Rhoda, how nice you happened to drop by. I'm filthy from walking the streets. Let me go wash my hands.
She did say she wanted to talk to me, right?
Oh, yeah, she does. I think she's in there getting herself psyched up. Rhoda, she has been acting really weird.
Oh, yeah? What do you mean?
Here I am all dressed up in an evening gown, a corsage. You know, she didn't even ask me where I was going.
Oh, this really must be big.
So, Rhoda.
So, Ma.
Well, I gotta get going. I'll see you guys later.
Excuse me. Brenda, come back here.
What? Ma, what?
Darling, I have just one thing to say. Have a lovely time. And remember, a mother always knows.
Good night, Rhoda. Good night, Ma.
That's it. Oh, my. She is such a good girl. She is, isn't she?
Ma, give me a break. Listen, Joe's waiting upstairs. Can you please tell me what's on your mind?
Rhoda, you have been ducking me for weeks. I know there's some kind of trouble.
It's not anything worth talking about.
I know it's big trouble.
Ma.
And you know how I know?
How?
Because when someone is really troubled, she starts wearing dark clothes.
I haven't been wearing dark clothes.
I have. It is your marriage, isn't it?
No, Ma, it isn't my marriage, I swear.
Rhoda, it's nothing to be ashamed of. If your marriage is breaking up, I just want to know so I can help you conceal it from the rest of the family.
I wish I knew what normal mothers and daughters talk about.
Rhoda, you know a lot of marriages in this country are breaking up. And you know why? Because people don't try hard enough. But Rhoda, if you respect your marriage, you have to fight for it. If you and Joe are really in love, you should be willing to suffer for the rest of your lives. Your father and I had a few bad years once when the passion went out of our marriage. You know what I mean when I say passion?
Ma, I don't want to hear. I really don't. You and Pop's passion. No, I don't want to hear.
Why, Rhoda? Has the passion gone out of your marriage?
No, we have a great sex life.
I don't want to hear about it. Especially now that you're breaking up.
Ma, we're not breaking. Okay, all right, you win. As usual. I will tell you what's wrong. The problem is money. Yeah, Joe's business is in trouble and he may lose it.
It's not the marriage. I mean, not that that's not important, the business. But it's not the marriage? Oh, it's not the marriage.
I told you.
Tell me exactly how bad are things.
Well, you know the girl that works for Joe, May?
Yeah.
He can't keep her on except part-time. So I'm going to start going into the office and working afternoons.
So why don't you come to us for financial help? We're your parents.
Ma, I love you. I truly love you, too. But, see, I don't think Joe would take money from his in-laws. And besides, things aren't that bad.
Rhoda, things are worse than you think, and I have proof.
What proof?
If things were good, would I be here?
Ma. Mr. Gerard, your mail. How am I doing so far?
Not so good.
Huh? What's the matter? What's wrong?
We're bankrupt.
What?
Yeah, all those guys that we owe money to, they're suing us.
You're kidding. I do one thing. I hand you one letter, and the whole business comes tumbling down. Why couldn't I have handed you this one first? Your subscription to Fortune magazine ran out.
Bankrupt, huh? Well, I guess that's it.
Joe. Maybe not.
What do you mean?
Maybe not bankrupt. I mean, I was talking to Ma yesterday. She said if we needed money, she would be anxious.
Oh, no.
They would love to help us.
No.
They would, Joe.
No.
Where does the guy go to vote yes?
No, I can't do it, babe. I just can't go to your folks for money.
Joe, it's not a question of whether you can go to my folks for money. The question is, do you want this business?
Yeah, sure, I want this business.
Okay, then, that's settled. I'm gonna call them, have them over for dinner tonight, and we'll ask them for the loan. Okay?
Boy, it's gonna be murder asking your father for $7,000.
$7,000? Okay, I'll invite them for the weekend.
Boy, I feel real funny about doing this, babe.
Joe, I don't feel so normal myself. Boy, don't things get weird the instant you go to ask somebody for money? I mean, for the first time in my life, I'm worried that my folks won't like what I cook. Of course, the real problem is nobody under 40 knows how to make chicken the way my mother likes it. It's a lost art, kind of like glass blowing. You know? I think it has something to do with the paprika.
Oh, there you are.
Here.
There it goes.
All right, yep, I'm with you.
Hi, Ida.
Hi.
There you are. Hi, sweetie. Are we late?
No, you
right.
just heard.
Hi.
Come in.
Right, Rhoda, I would have had the doorman announce us, but I didn't want to interrupt his practicing.
Practicing what?
Singing into a brown paper bag.
I have a surprise for you.
Yeah?
Yeah. You'll never guess what I'm making for our dinner.
What?
If I don't drop it, wait a minute.
Oh, good. Chicken. Rhoda, that's wonderful.
I tell you, Joe, whenever anybody wants to please Ida, that's what they make. You know, in most cultures, the dove is the sign of peace. In our family, it's the chicken.
Please, Martin, sit down here.
This is a beautiful place.
Like it?
Look at this carpet. Oh, boy, you did a
Yeah, we're
beautiful
getting it
hard.
together, Pop. We
Beautiful.
are. Yeah. So,
So,
Ma, you remember yesterday when we were talking, and you spoke of helping us?
Yeah.
Pop, Joe and I'd like to ask you something.
Of course, of course.
things have been a little slow with the business, and,
Oh, Joe, you don't have to tell us all this. We're family. What do you want?
No, Ida, look. I want you to really understand what's going on. Now, we need $7,000 to get through the next 2 months. That's to pay all the regular bills and, you know.
Oh, Joe, listen. You don't have to give us all of these details. I mean, we're not a loan company, we're family. Take 8,000.
Now, I want you to know, I would never ask this if there was any question in my mind that I couldn't pay you back with interest.
Interest. Listen, you know what my interest is? My interest is that you should have a lovely marriage and a happy family. That's what my interest is. Go ahead. Just ask.
I can't do it.
Isn't he a doll?
Joe, listen. Now look, I'm not pushing you, honestly. It's whatever you want. But keep in mind, it's a loan. A loan. We're not mugging my folks in an alley. I mean, they want to help us. They want to give us the money. They love us.
That's right, Joe, and you can't put a price on love. And even if you could, it'd probably be 9,000, right?
Okay. Martin, what I've been trying to say is that if you could see your way clear, could you loan me $7,000?
No.
Martin, I don't think that they know that you were kidding when you said no.
Ida, I can't give Joe the money.
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay, forget it. It's okay. We don't
Doesn't
really
matter.
need it. Listen, have one a drink,
Right.
Pop. I'll get you a drink.
Why did you pick now to demonstrate your humor?
Sweetheart, I can't give the kids the money because I don't have the money.
Oh,
Hey,
listen,
we don't need
want
it. We don't need
want
it.
Let's all have some dinner. We don't need it.
Wait a minute. Let me explain to you. Everything I got is tied up in the market. You know what's happening. My bottom is falling out. Later, I might have it. Who knows? But who knows how long that's going to be? It's just that right now, I can't put my hands on it.
We don't need the details.
Listen, you want I will give you the money.
Wait a minute. I have a question to ask. How come if we're feeling the pinch, I don't know it?
Ida, the only reason I
Martin,
didn't
this
tell...
is not to be discussed in front of the children. Ma.
Pop, I feel so... I had no idea. I mean, I never imagined you were having money problems.
Neither did I.
Well, look, if there's any way that I can help with a loan or something. Reflex action.
All right, Joe, I know how you feel.
And I know how you feel, Ma. No, on second thought, I don't. I never had the slightest idea how you feel. How do you feel?
I feel like chicken. Let's eat.
Okay.
I knew I should never have brought this up.
Brought what up? We're not discussing anything anymore. We're just here to have a quiet little dinner. I mean, what's to be gained by dwelling on the fact that you can be married to a man for almost 40 years, share the same closets, sleep in the same bed?
It's a simple
Martin,
explanation.
I don't want to talk about any of this until after dinner. So eat fast.
Hello, Ma? This is Brenda. I'm sorry to call so late. What do you mean? I call you a lot. Okay, Ma, the reason why I don't call you more is because you always ask me to explain why I don't call you more. Ma, listen. What I wanted to tell you was, you know that money you and Pop were saving for my wedding? Well, I want you to give it to Rhoda and Joe. Ma, it's no big deal. I'm not wonderful. Ma, I'm not a princess. Ma, I am not an angel from heaven. Ma, I'm not. Things are rough and I just want to help out. Ma, you're praising me too much. I'm not. I am not another Eleanor Roosevelt. Okay, Ma. Okay, good night.
The girl's another Eleanor Roosevelt. An angel. You know what our young Eleanor Roosevelt wanted us to do?
What?
Give Joe and Rhoda the money we've been saving up for her wedding.
You didn't tell her.
Tell her that we only started saving for her wedding after Rhoda was married. How much is in that account, anyway?
$28.
I'm surprised you told me. Why didn't you keep me in the dark about that, too?
Ida, you want to talk?
About what, Martin?
About what? What do you mean about what? About the money. You seemed upset because I didn't tell you. I want to talk to you about it. What is your part of the blanket on, a 7 or an 8?
What difference does it make?
Well, tonight I want us both to be the same temperature. Come on. Ida, the reason I didn't tell you was that it's only a temporary setback. We have plenty of money, sweetheart. It's just that everything I have is tied up in the market right now, so it's not worth anything.
What you're saying is that we have plenty of money, we just don't have any...
Money.
Oh, that's a relief.
I just feel terrible. I can't help the kids out. Tomorrow morning, Joe has to go in there and close down his business, and there's nothing I can do to help. Hey, it's 11:30. You want to watch Johnny?
Not tonight. If you don't mind, Martin, tonight is not the night for me to watch somebody making $3 million a year.
Hey, look at this. Picture the first building we ever knocked down, huh?
Yeah, sure got a lot easier after we bought that wrecking ball, huh?
That's why the court.
Hey, Ma! Oh, I thought I had the wrong office. I came to the door and I heard people laughing. Like they had money.
Hi, Ida.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Ma. Yeah. What are you doing here?
I came here to make a little speech.
You want me to leave while you talk things over?
Gee, I don't know. Who are you?
Justin Cope. I used to work here.
Oh, well, then you better stay, because what I have to say relates to the business. Of course, there is a personal part, so maybe when I get to the personal, you could,
Sure.
Rhoda?
Yeah.
Joe? Justin? I just came here to ask a question. Why is it that you went to your father for money instead of me?
Well, Pop's been working all these years. I figure he's got the money.
Rhoda, don't I look like a person who would have something tucked away for a rainy day?
I don't know, Ma. I mean,
When I was married, your grandmother Morgenstern took me into her kitchen and she pressed some money in my hand, and I mean pressed. And she said to me in her broken English, Ida, save this. You should always have something tucked away for a rainy day. You never know when you'll have to move your tent to another village.
wow, heavy.
I didn't mean it literally. I mean, we didn't live in a tent. So, for all these years, I've been putting something away for a rainy day at 4.5%. And this is the day, and it's pouring in here. So, on this day, when you've had this unfortunate thing that you refer to as your...
bankruptcy.
Your inconvenience, on this very day, I have $7,000 to give you.
Ma, that's incredible. That's so sweet.
No, we appreciate it, but
do.
you folks have got to keep it. I mean,
Yes.
Martin said the
No,
other
no,
day
no,
that-
no. Martin explained the whole thing to me. We have more than enough money. We're just not sure where it is.
No, we cannot take that check. Ma, listen to me. Up front, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to wait you out on this one. And don't start putting checks at me. Now, no, she's putting checks in my clothes. Listen, stop it. Now, just stop it right now, because I'm serious here. You hear me? Now, stop. You always like this, insistent. Now, look, I am not taking the check. We can argue, we can fight, you can conceal the checks, and I am not going to take it. You hear? And I know your tricks. I'm on to you. Now, wait, listen. She will deposit it in a bank and under our name.
No, I won't. I won't.
Yeah, suddenly one morning we find a packet of diamonds on our terrace. Ma, it's wonderful, the thought, but we absolutely cannot take it. There is no way you're going to get me to take that check.
And there is no way that I'd want you to take it. I am perfectly willing to take back this money.
Great.
If you can tell me why you'd accept it from your father and not from me. Is my money dirty?
Oh, no, it's not.
It's not dirty.
Because if you can't tell me and give me a good reason, then the only explanation that I can come up with is that you love and trust your father more than you do me.
Here, Joe. Now you don't have to move your tent to another village. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Enough work. Come on.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah? Okay, good.
Hey, Rhoda, did you really mean that, what you said before? You know, about you being happy that the business was folding so you could see me more?
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Well, you said you were relieved that it was all over.
Well, I got a good explanation for that.
What?
I lied.
Hey, listen. Why don't we go to the market and get a couple of really good steaks, a bottle of wine, and go home and celebrate, huh?
That's a good idea. You got any money?
No, you?
No.
You think the market will cash a check for $7,000?
Only if it's for the exact amount of purchase.
That's perfect. I'm starved. I've always felt responsible for World War II. The first thing I remember liking that liked me back was food. I had a bad puberty. It lasted 17 years. I'm a high school graduate. I went to art school. My entrance exam was on a book of matches. I decided to move out of the house when I was 24. My mother still refers to this as the time I ran away from home. Eventually, I ran to Minneapolis, where it's cold, and I figured I'd keep better. Now I'm back in Manhattan. New York, this is your last chance.
Hi, Rhoda. Myrna Morgenstein?
Yeah, Myrna, I know it's you.
Well, so many people don't.
Come on in.
I bet you're surprised to see me, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, at your shower, you said to me, why don't you drop by sometime? You know, on the spur of the moment.
Uh-huh.
But if this is a bad time, maybe I could stop by at another spur of the moment.
Oh, no, this is the perfect time. I was just working. Yeah, I'm working on a design for a store window.
Oh.
But we can talk.
Gee, it must be fascinating being a window dresser. You've accomplished so much in your work. I don't seem to accomplish anything in mine.
Oh, come on. What are you talking about? You teach high school English. Now, that's got to be very fulfilling.
Yeah, but sometimes you wonder as you see them waterbombing Mr. Gunther. Whether Ivanhoe will have any real impact on their lives.
Let's sit down. So tell me, where are you teaching?
Our old high school.
No kidding.
Yeah. And guess what? I looked up our old records the other day. I got to see everyone's IQ. And a strange thing, Rhoda, you don't have one.
Yeah, I know. Well, I always managed to avoid taking those tests. I mean, I had enough complexes, right? I wish I had your IQ. Yeah. I remember, Myrna, you had one of the highest ones in the whole class.
The highest. And I hated it. I even used to try to be like the other girls and giggle a lot, but it didn't work. The boys always accused me of giggling down to them. But I'm going to change all that. And what I'm doing here today is the first step toward that goal.
What are you doing?
I can't say it.
Well, this thing that you're doing, are you doing it now?
All my life, I wanted to be the kind of person who could do this without doing this right after. And when I was at your shower and I saw you after so many years, I thought, oh, Rhoda is so self-confident and outgoing and obviously had no problem dating anyone she wanted.
Then how come I always ended up with Steven Schlossberg?
But the important thing is, I wanted to be friends with you and I actually did something about it. I'm going to start taking all life has to offer. Do you want to go to the movies sometime?
Sure, yeah. And if you really want to grab life by the tail, you could come over here for dinner sometime.
When? Gee, that wasn't too pushy, was it?
Not at all. Stop it. I'd love to have you for dinner. How about Tuesday night?
Great.
You're on.
Oh, Rhoda, by the way, would you mind if I brought a man?
No, not at all.
Would you mind getting me one to bring?
Just a little bit further, Joe. A little further there. Good.
Hey, can you give me an idea where you want this cord to end up, Brenda?
In the bathroom. There just aren't enough outlets in there, Joe.
Well, how many you need?
Let's see, hot curlers, hair dryer,
Facial, sauna, makeup, mirror. Roughly 11. Oh, wait, make that 12. I forgot my Donald Duck nightlight. Hi.
Hey, you guys, aren't you ready to go to dinner yet?
In a couple of minutes. We're almost finished.
Okay. Brenda, speaking of dinner, Tuesday night, if you're not doing anything, you want to come up for dinner?
Oh, gee, thanks, Ro. Yeah. Hey, listen, would it be all right if I brought a date?
Sure. Who?
I don't know. I just would like to come with a date for a change instead of solo.
Right.
You know, I get tired of pretending I just broke up with someone.
I used to say my boyfriend was sick. Yeah, I had that poor guy ravaged with every illness imaginable. Then people started getting suspicious, so I let him die. But then I had a good excuse, which was I was in mourning. See that?
Oh, well, then I have to get a date, you see. My black dress is in the cleaners.
Listen, Bryn, it doesn't matter one way or the other, because an old girlfriend from high school, Myrna Morgenstein, from the shower, she's coming to dinner. And she asked me to get her a date, but I told her that I couldn't.
Hey, yes, you can. Oh, yeah, we can have my friend Charlie Burke over for dinner.
Oh, no, Joe. No, please, no.
Oh, it's because you don't like Charlie, isn't it?
No, it isn't. It's because I don't like fix-ups, you know? And if I did like fix-ups, I wouldn't fix up anybody with Charlie, and that's because I don't like Charlie.
We can have two people over, and it doesn't have to be a fix-up.
I'm telling you, Joe, it won't work.
Hey, well, look, Charlie is my friend, and I'd like to have him over, too. Yeah. Come on, try it.
I don't have to try it to know that it will not work. It'll be some crummy fix-up, and then I'll be stuck smack in the middle of it.
You're sure it's not going to work, and I think that it will. So do it because you trust me. Do it because I want it. Now, I've never asked you for anything like this before. Yeah. Come on, what do you got to lose? Huh?
I've heard that whole speech before, but usually ending with, I swear I'll still respect you. I will give you the exact same answer I gave all of them. Sure. Gotcha. Yeah, just a minute.
Hi, Rhoda, Myrna Morgenstein.
Well, hi, Myrna. You just look wonderful. I'm amazed.
It's the new me. I've really been trying to break out and take life on its own terms. I came through Central Park alone.
Did anything interesting happen?
I don't know. I just kept running.
Listen, why take more from life than you're ready to handle, right? Okay, listen, Myrna. Something I think I should tell you. Tonight, there is someone else coming, a friend of Joe's. Now, wait a minute. Just believe me. It is not a fix-up.
That's too bad.
Hi, Ro. Myrna?
Hello, Brenda. Myrna Morgenstein.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I thought you were going to bring a date.
Oh, I am. Lenny's gonna meet me here.
Oh, is he your boyfriend?
No. He's just this guy I know from when everyone else falls through. He's a third cousin, and he has this thing about feet. I don't want to go into it. I mean, there's just so much you can say about toes.
Yeah, and Lenny said it all.
Yes.
Yes?
Hey.
Hiya, Charlie.
Hi.
Lenny.
Rhoda, you look terrific. It's a beautiful thing
Thank
you're
you.
wearing
Thank
there.
you. You know my sister Brenda, don't you?
Oh, Brenda. You know what you've got?
What?
A great face.
Well, my body feels a little left out, but my face really thanks you.
Hey, I guess you guys have already met, right?
No. How you doing?
Oh, we rode up in the elevator together.
We did?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Happens to me all the time.
Oh, to me, too. Last year, I took a 2-week tour of Latin America with 20 people. And as we were leaving for home, 19 of them said, "Do you speak English?" And who might this be?
Oh, that's just a friend of Joe's.
What's his name?
Charlie Burke.
And she's?
Myrna Morgenstein. She's just a girlfriend of mine.
How do you do?
Friend, yeah.
Is this a fix-up?
Huh?
I hate fix-ups.
So do I.
Don't we all?
No, Charlie, really. Listen, you gotta understand. Myrna is a friend of mine. I just invited her to dinner. This is not a fix-up, right?
Hey, terrific auburn hair.
It's really just red.
Auburn. It's auburn and it's terrific. Yours is brown.
When you're right, you're right.
Gee, Bren, you look great tonight, but why didn't you wear open-toe shoes?
I didn't want to excite everybody before dinner.
And regardless of the shoes, Brenda, you look fantastic.
Excuse me, there's no such word as irregardless.
Myrna's an English teacher. Grammar is her beat.
Hey, everybody's here. Charlie.
How are you?
Good to see you. Hey, I'm sorry, but the liquor store was closed, so we don't have any mixers. But you can have anything you want with water or on the rocks.
Oh, water's fine.
What would you like with that?
Rocks.
That's a delightful sense of humor you got there. Have you seen the view from the terrace?
Yes, I have.
Have you seen it with me?
No, I haven't.
Hey, what view? 15 supers stacking garbage cans.
She'll have a view. I'll be out there. And I'll have a view. She'll be out there.
That was very thrilling what you just said.
You see? And we didn't even try and fix them up. Look.
It's a little early to be saying I told you so, okay? He's probably out there having her renounce the Dewey Decimal System.
Well, they can't stay out there for long. I mean, it is freezing out there.
Yeah, she should be wearing boots. Leather ones, with nice warm fur inside.
Brenda.
Lenny, no more shoe talk.
So, listen, Myrna, then what about Thursday night, huh?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, let's make it Friday then. Huh?
No, I can't.
I know what you're shooting for. Okay, Saturday.
No, really, I can't.
Well, why not?
I just can't.
Well, I mean, you must have a reason, you know? I mean, you can tell me why not.
To be honest with you, see, I don't think I want to go out with you. In
Oh.
fact, I know that I don't want to
no.
go out with you.
Okay.
And I'm very sorry to have to tell you that I just don't want to go out
I
with you.
understand. You don't owe me anything. I guess that's clear. To all of us, huh?
Hey, nobody heard anything. Come on, let me fix you a drink.
No, I don't want to drink. I'm sorry, Joe. There's no sense continuing on.
Continuing on is redundant.
Charlie, stay for a drink, will you?
Well, I'll stay for a drink.
I think your exact words were, we can invite two people over without them thinking it's a fix-up.
You know, it really would have been a classy thing if you hadn't had to say I told you so.
I know. But if I tried to hold that in me, the pressure would have blown out my teeth. You think he was hurt?
Yeah, sure. He was hurt.
I hurt someone? I've never hurt anyone in my entire life, let alone a man.
Myrna, listen, you couldn't help it.
Oh, Rhoda, I hurt someone.
Rhoda? Yeah, it's me. Hi, Bren. Listen, I got so much food left over from last night, I figured maybe you could use some. Right? You make dinner for Lenny or something.
Oh, no, not Lenny. Definitely not Lenny.
Why? What happened?
Well, last night, Myrna, Lenny, and I left your place, and we went down in the elevator together.
Yeah, so?
Well, so on the 5th floor, Myrna said, would you like to get together for lunch sometime? And on the 4th floor, I said, sure. And on the 3rd floor, she said I meant Lenny. And on the 2nd floor, he said, I'd love to. I got off, and they kept going. As far as I know, they're still riding that elevator off into the sunset.
Myrna? Shy little Myrna came on to even shyer Lenny? And it worked?
You know, I'm not in love with Lenny or anything, but he was always there to fall back on, and now he isn't. Do you know what this means, Rhoda? I'm working without a net.
I'm sorry. I really am. I mean, you feel awful, huh?
No, I feel anger. Lots of anger. I mean, how could he go with her? The one person you figure you're safe with is Lenny. You go someplace with a Lenny, you come home with a Lenny. You don't lose Lenny's.
I can't figure how it happens. I mean, Myrna doesn't exactly come on strong.
Oh, well, that's her style. She plied him with her grammar. She flaunted her timidity. I didn't have a chance. You know, Ro, if you hadn't gone to high school with her, none of this would have happened.
Oh, now just wait a minute. Wait a second. Don't go blaming me for this. I was a poor innocent person sitting in my apartment when this little red-headed girl comes in and asks to be my friend.
Oh, well, you should have said no.
Yes. Yes, I should have said no. But Ma brainwashed me to obey all short people.
Yes.
Yes, this is Carlton, your doorman.
Hello, Carlton.
Is your sister there by any chance?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Well, about 5 minutes ago, she asked me to get her cab, and I did, and it's here now.
Oh, well, just a second. Where you headed, Ro?
Downtown. Can I give you a lift?
Yeah.
Good. I'll drop you. I'm continuing on my mercy missions. I gotta go down and see Charlie, see how he's feeling about what happened last night. Yeah, Carlton?
Yeah, this is Carlton, your doorman.
Uh-huh, yeah. Look, Carlton, tell the cabbie I'll be down like a couple of minutes, and would you please wait?
Oh, yeah, he won't mind. I invited him in. We're just sitting here socializing.
On second thought, we'll take the subway.
I think that's wise.
Well, Charlie, I came down here because I want to talk about what happened the other night.
Listen, no problem. Just forget it. It's like water off a duck's back. Why did she say no? What reason could she possibly have?
Well, I don't know. This sort of thing happens to everyone.
You poisoned her mind, didn't you?
What? I did not. I didn't.
You must have, because no woman's ever said no to me before.
Oh, come on, Charlie.
Never.
It had to have happened to you.
No,
Come on.
well, okay, once, all right.
Yeah, right.
But that didn't even bother me.
Why not?
The girl was Elizabeth Taylor.
You asked Elizabeth Taylor out?
Yeah. Saw her in a restaurant.
Yeah.
We were making eye contact. A lot of eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
She has violet eyes, you know.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
So finally I figured, so what? So she's a big movie star and I'm just a regular guy. She has urges too. So I walked across that room, and let me tell you, it was the longest walk of my life. Then I said, Miss Taylor, my name is Charlie, and I think we both have the same thing on our minds. I'm gonna get your coat now, and I'm gonna walk you out of this place.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. But Eddie Fisher told me to get lost.
Yeah, come on in, Gren. Oh, hiya, Myrna. How are you?
Wonderful, just wonderful. I'm really broadening my life.
Yeah, your briefcase, too.
Oh, this is my portfolio. I'm taking a life drawing class at City College.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know, with a live naked model.
Yeah.
That was a big step for me.
Oh, before you take any more big steps, I want to talk to you. Huh?
Oh, just give me a second to unwind. I've had such an exciting day. I've been making so many new friends, Rhoda. We go out after class for coffee. We talk about art, music, diaper rash. A lot of them are married.
I see. Look, Myrna, we don't have a lot of time because I don't think you're going to want to hang around here. See, Charlie and Joe are out playing basketball. They'll come walking in here any minute.
Oh, I don't mind. I mean, if I started avoiding every man I turned down, I'd just be avoiding Charlie. You know, he's the first date I ever turned down.
He was your first?
I could never say no to anyone who was nice enough to ask me out.
Oh, Myrna, scoot over. Listen to me. I know how you feel. And I know how sensitive you are. I know it. And that's what makes it so tough. But sometimes, you know, sensitive people are insensitive to others. And here's the flash. You want to know what I found out?
Yeah.
Charlie has feelings, too.
Oh, come on.
Hiya, babe.
Hi.
Did the Knicks call?
What?
I thought they might have heard about that jump shot I just made.
Hello, Charlie.
I have to go.
Yes, maybe I should too.
Well, one of us better go first because we're not going together. Okay, you go. I'll stay.
No, maybe we both should stay because according to Rhoda, you got the wrong idea about the other night.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
What idea did you get?
That you're nuts. I mean, you didn't go out with me, and we both know why.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Just a second here. Myrna, did I ever say one word to you against Charlie?
Charlie, Rhoda wouldn't do a thing like that.
Well, then why wouldn't she go out with me?
I'll tell you. Charlie, you would have taken me out to dinner, right?
Yeah, sure, I'd spring for dinner.
And you would have been charming and funny and complimentary. You would have made a pass, and I would have been afraid you'd think I was a square, so I would have accepted.
You busy Thursday?
Then, being who I am, I would have fallen for you hard. And would you call again?
Would you?
Sure, he'd call again. He would call.
I would.
Okay. Then we'd start to see each other. And after 3 or 4 weeks, we'd be a thing.
Yeah, for 4 weeks.
Maybe you'd come up to school to pick me up
Where's your school?
in the Bronx.
No, meet me downtown.
Okay. See? There I am, running out of the school, getting into the subway, roaring into the city, dashing up your steps, saying, Charlie, I'm here. And what would everybody be saying then, Rhoda?
Hey, what do you think about Myrna and Charlie?
I hear she's running up the steps and everything.
See, the whole world's talking about us here, Myrna.
See? Then a few months go by, and one night I can't hold it in any longer, and I say, I love you, Charlie.
Hey, wait, we don't have to talk about that now.
I know, I just wanted to say it. I've never said it.
Well,
Let us say it.
I love you, Charlie.
Okay, you feel that way. But I told you up front, I'm a confirmed bachelor.
Rhoda, what should I do? He doesn't want to be tied down.
Honey, you gotta forget about him. I mean, let him go. He's nothing.
Joe, what'd I do with Myrna here? She's so possessive, I can't breathe. I can't breathe, Joe.
The only thing you can do is make a clean break of it.
Myrna, I've been a bachelor all my life. I know how you feel. You're a wonderful girl, but I'm sorry, kid. I just don't want to get married.
I want to thank you for your honesty, Charlie. And I've decided to leave New York and seek a teaching position in New Mexico. And that's why I won't go out with you.
What is it, Carlton?
This is Carlton, your doorman. There's somebody down here who was giving me a sizable tip to put him in touch with you.
Who is it?
Carlton, your doorman.
I mean, who wants to talk to me?
Oh, who are you? Lenny Fiedler.
Who is it, Carlton?
I forgot.
If it's Lenny Fiedler...
That's him.
I don't want to talk to him.
Listen, he gave me a $5 tip and he can talk to anyone he wants to talk to. Go ahead.
Hello, Brenda? Oh, I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd come over and beg for forgiveness.
After what you did, Lenny, give me one good reason why I should take you back.
She threw me out.
Come on up.
If it's really going to be good to see you, I've really thought about it.
Excuse me, your $5 are up.
Bronx, New York, in December 1941. I've always felt responsible for World War II. The first thing I remember liking that liked me back was food. I had a bad puberty. It lasted 17 years. I'm a high school graduate. I went to art school. My entrance exam was on a book of matches. I decided to move out of the house when I was 24. My mother still refers to this as the time I ran away from home. Eventually, I ran to Minneapolis, where it's cold, and I figured I'd keep better. Now I'm back in Manhattan. New York, this is your last chance.
Something on your mind, Rhoda?
No, nothing. What could be on my mind? I just woke up. What are you going back to your exercises? Something's obviously on my mind.
Listen, Rhoda, if you got something you want to tell me, then why don't you tell me about it, huh?
Well, I don't know. I feel funny. It's about me and a man. Why don't we have a bite to eat?
No, no bites, nothing.
Just a little juice.
No, Rhoda.
It'll take me one
Rhoda,
second.
Rhoda,
Yeah.
freeze!
You're right. Did you see what... This is terrible, what I was just doing. I open a conversation saying me and a man. And then naturally, I start to stretch it out.
And
of
you're
course
still stretching it out.
Yeah, but see, Joe, it's not the kind of thing that I can just tell in one sentence.
You haven't started to tell it.
Okay, but it's hard to start.
Start.
Between the ages of 23 and 26, I was in love.
Stop! That was 7 years ago. There's no need for me to know anything about that.
Yes, there is.
No reason.
There is a reason, Joe.
There is?
Yeah, but I don't want it to upset you hearing this stuff.
No, it's not going to bother me. Why should it bother me? I mean, people are a lot more relaxed about sex these days than they used to be, you know.
Joe, there's something I gotta tell you. How long are we married now? 4 months? I relaxed 3 weeks ago.
I'm not interested in 3 weeks ago. I'm interested between the ages of 23 and 26.
Okay. Well, you see, I was in love with this man named David Bloom. He was wonderful. I mean, he wasn't gorgeous, but he was good. And he was kind, and he was really sweet. And I loved him. For 3 years. Yeah, 3. I loved him.
Boy, what a crummy time I'm having. Then what?
Oh, well then, you know, there comes that point that so either it happens or it doesn't. And it didn't. We didn't get married.
That's right. You guys didn't, and we did.
Right.
So I don't see why we have to spend part of our marriage talking about David Bloom.
Oh, because David just recently called my mother looking for me. Yeah, I mean, he knew I'd moved back to New York, but he didn't know where I was living. So he called her, and he would really like to see me. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to see him or not. What do you think?
Well, the way I see it, it's like this. I have two choices here. Either I do the reasonable, mature thing, or I'm honest. Listen, do whatever you have to do.
But, Joe...
I'll get it.
Oh, no, I'll get it. I will get it. Just sit down, relax. You were exercising. Hello? Oh, hiya, Ma. It's Ma, Joe. You're kidding. David called again? Okay, well, if he's going to call you back, tell him, yeah. Bye, Ma. Joe?
Yeah?
I got a date Friday night.
Hi, Alice.
Hi, Joe. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good.
Joe, I think it's fantastic that you don't mind Rhoda's dating. She told me all about it.
That's what I get for hiring one of my wife's friends. Look, Alice, Rhoda's simply going to dinner with an old friend.
If I had been that Martin about my marriage, maybe Eddie would never have divorced me. But why think dark thoughts? I know he's coming back.
Wait a minute, I thought your husband remarried.
I know a lot of people would have given up when that happened. But not me, Joe. Because I know that someday he's going to walk in that door with a can of tuna fish and ask me to make my tuna casserole. I'll just act like nothing's happened. I won't even ask him what kept him. I'll hear his key and the lock.
Wait a minute. Alice, what are you talking about, key in the lock? You moved since your divorce.
I changed my door, but I kept my lock. I know he's out there, Joe. He just had to get a few wild oats out of his system. I mean, it's only been 3 years. Maybe that's him now. Joe, come in. Oh, Brenda.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi. So, Alice, how do you like your new job? Oh, it's okay. Oh, I love it.
Oh, Bran, what's going on?
Well, I need this letter of recommendation for a job I'm applying for that I'm not going to get. And it's at this very classy bank on Fifth Avenue. You know, they don't even put chains on their pens. Anyway, I thought maybe you could write this letter of recommendation for me.
Oh, sure. Why don't you sit down, type out anything you want, and I'll sign it for you, okay?
Okay, great. You know, I would have written it at the bank, but I couldn't find a pen.
So, listen, Brenda, are you busy tonight?
Yeah, kind of. Got a date.
Oh, yeah? Who with?
Rhoda. I'm going with her to meet David.
Oh, you're going with her. Of course, of course. You probably knew him back then, too, didn't you?
Oh, sure. You know, I even had a semi-crush on him.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Tell me, what's the guy like, anyway? Huh?
Oh, I don't know, Joe. I mean, he was an older guy.
Yeah, but you were a kid then, and to a kid, everybody looks older.
Oh, no, not David. David always looked old. No, not old. He always looked 37. Joe, you're not nervous about this thing, are you?
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be, you know.
No, I'm not.
I mean it. I mean, you are terrific. Hey, Joe, don't do my number on yourself. I mean, you are terrific.
Come on.
You want, hey, you want me to write one of these letters for you? To whom it may concern, Joe is aces.
You're sweet. Let me hear your letter about yourself.
All right. Brenda Morgenstern is one of the pleasantest Rhodes scholars I've ever met. Though busy nights in her laboratory, she still finds time during the day to continue her hobby, translating French literature into Russian. And she dates as often as she likes.
Brenda, nobody's going to believe that.
Yeah, you're right. I'll take out that dating part.
Hi, Joe. Listen, I'm glad you're home because there's something I want to talk to you about.
I can't, Joe. I don't have any extra time. I've been running late all day today. I was late getting off work. Then I ran down the subway. I didn't have a token, naturally, right? And the line was a mile long. Tried to buy one off this weird guy. He says no, but then he offers to give me one if I will go with him to Auckland, New Zealand.
Listen, why don't you take off your coat and sit down and relax a while?
Well, no, Joe, Brenda's not here yet, huh?
No, she called
She
and she
did.
said she'd be a little bit late.
Okay. Yeah.
Come on, take off your coat.
Well, no, because I'm just going. I'm
Come
leaving.
on, take it
Joe,
off.
well, all right.
You look great, babe.
I mean...
Oh, that's your best dress, isn't it?
No, not really. My best dress is my wedding gown. Joe, is this bothering you? You gotta tell me.
It's not bothering
huh?
me.
No?
No.
Okay, good.
I was just sort of wondering about something.
Yeah, so tell me. What?
Well, it's like this. What if there was this girl that I used to love, and I was going out to dinner with her? Would that bother you?
You do it all the time. You meet your ex-wife. Yes, Joe, you go up to Marion's a lot. You do. And she's someone you lived with for 7 years. And for my part, It tears me up every time.
You mean to say that you sit there all the time telling me, hey, Joe, don't worry if you're late, and really inside yourself you're feeling just the other way?
Well, no, not all of me. Excuse me. No, it's like, inside I'm two separate people, you know? Like, the three faces of Eve on a third off sale, you know? It's interesting because part of me is this terrific modern person who says, of course, see Marion. I totally understand, right? Unfortunately, there's this other part, too, you see. Yes, this awful person who pops up every now and then. I call her Dolores. Yeah, just as I'm out there replanting in the sun, she sneaks up behind me and whispers in my ear. Dummy, you're losing him. And then I say, that's ridiculous. Why are you putting thoughts like that into my head? Rhoda, where there's smoke, there's fire. Why should I give my husband, Joe, a bad time for going to see his ex-wife? He's really going to see his son. You're a sap. A sap. Look, nobody's perfect. Dolores, please leave me alone. Rhoda, Joe thinks you're boring. He married me, didn't he? But it was me he wanted. Yeah?
This is Carlton, your doorman.
Yes, Carlton, what?
I'm calling to inform you that your sister's down here in the lobby waiting for you.
Okay, Carl, well, let me talk to her.
You mean directly?
Of course.
That wouldn't be proper. I mean, if I did that, I would be a derelict in my duty. This speaking mechanism here is not...
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Brenda.
Yeah.
What happened to Carlton?
He fell down.
I'll be down in just a second. Wait.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Joe, I guess this is it, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Joe, let's not let things like this worry us, huh? I mean, we know we both love each other.
Right. Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
Rhoda, before you go on your date, will you do me a favor?
Sure.
Leave Dolores here.
For the first time in 7 years. Explain how come you want me here, aside from the fact that I'm such pleasant company.
Well, if it's awful, you know, in case. I mean, if it's a wrong decision, Brenda, it's going to help a lot if you're here. I'll do it for you sometime. I'll go with you when you're feeling awkward.
With me, that's kind of a 24-hour job.
Besides, maybe you won't have to stay, you know. I mean, if it's going good, I'll signal. You know, we'll be Annette Funicello and Sandra Dee. I'll knock over the salt shaker and then toss some over my shoulder, and then you'll know to make an excuse and leave. All right?
Okay, it's a deal. Sounds good.
Rhoda.
David. Oh, David.
Rhoda, you look terrific. You look so terrific, I may just bore you the whole night by telling you how terrific you look. Brenda, is that you? So you're gonna stay and have dinner with us, huh?
Well, I'm full. I'll see you guys later.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was nice seeing you.
You really have to leave.
Yeah, you know, me, my whims.
Bye-bye.
You used to do that signal with sugar.
These days, it's too expensive.
Rhoda, this is gonna be the most The longest dinner in history. We got 7 years of our lives to tell each other.
I know, yeah.
You go first.
Okay. I'm married. Now you go.
You're married, that's why I'm here. The second I heard you were married, I had this crazy idea in my head that you were the one person in the world I had to talk to. See, I'm thinking of getting married myself. Yeah, I got myself a girl and everything. I was thinking, Rhoda, I wanted to ask you, what's it like?
Oh, boy, that's a tough question, David. I mean, marriage is different things to different people. To me, it's it's the knowledge that in my whole life, I'll never have to take another Sominex. No, David, you're thinking about getting married. What else? What are you afraid of?
I don't know. I just don't know if it's the right thing for me to do to get married now. I mean, for the first time in my life, I'm almost as old as I look. You know what I mean? Yeah. I finally got myself a pretty good job and...
Oh, yeah? Really? What are you doing?
Well, there's a problem there, see. It's very difficult for me to talk about what I do. Yeah? Because I feel as if I should sound very dignified when I talk about what I do. But I've only been doing it for 6 months now, so I haven't gotten the dignity down yet.
Well, what do you do?
I'm a judge! Of the New York State Supreme Court.
You're a judge?
I swear.
It's incredible. I never knew a judge
Me either.
before. Oh, David, what's it like?
Oh, it's wonderful, Rhoda. Let me tell you, I love being called Your Honor. I love my robes, and I love my gavel, and I love my 7-foot-high bench.
You measured it.
You betcha. And Rhoda, let me tell you, sometimes when I get dressed in my room, it's called chambers, see?
Yeah, chambers, yeah.
And I see this little ordinary guy put on some robes, and he turns right into a judge.
David Bloom. Wow, terrific. But I still haven't heard any arguments against marriage. I mean, you have a nice age now. You're in balance there. And you have a very good job. How about your girl?
Huh?
Yeah, tell me about it. What's she like?
What's she like?
Yeah.
Well, the big thing about Michelle is she's young, Rhoda.
Yeah?
She's very young.
Oh, how young?
She's so young, I haven't asked her how young she is.
David, listen, I gotta tell you straight out, I don't think your decision could possibly rest on the girl's age. I mean, there's a very basic question here. Do you love her?
Yeah, I do.
What do you love about her?
Her age. I love her ankles, her neck, everything. Don't embarrass me, huh, Rhoda?
David, I get the feeling you've already decided what it is you're gonna do. You just haven't said it.
Rhoda, I'm gonna get married. If she'll have me. And I think she'll have me. Because she's been telling me if we don't get married, she'll leave me. Oh, I can't take this restaurant anymore. Let's get out of here, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think? I got a limousine outside.
You do?
With a chauffeur in it.
Wow.
Things have changed for us,
Oh,
Rhoda.
have they ever? That's true.
What do you say we take a limousine ride through the old neighborhood?
The old neighbor? Oh, come on. Really? David, me in a chauffeur-driven limousine going up the Grand Concourse? Listen, it's too childish. Really. Do you think the chauffeur would mind if I rode on the hood?
He's covered there nicely by Reed. Back out. That 24-second clock. Out of Harrison.
Hello, Joe.
Hi,
Aren't you the least bit curious about my date?
Well, maybe you tell me about it later. There's a great game on now.
Oh, a great game on, huh? Let's watch the game, sure.
What's the score?
Okay, you got me.
You're a little jealous.
No. It would be pretty lousy of me to be jealous. I mean, this is a guy that you used to like, and you just went out to dinner with him. It's not like you're having an affair or anything, you know.
Joe, this is so terrific. It's so adult of you. I mean, you're not even jealous. I mean, it's really wonderful for our marriage. I feel so crummy. Now, you got to see what's going on here, Joe. I came in at midnight from a date with another man. Could you give me a little jealousy? I mean, do you know what's at stake here? The presence of the sickness of jealousy in a marriage, an American tradition.
No, I mean, I feel terrific. I'm sorry, but I just feel great about the way I'm reacting. I'm really happy about it. I want you to be happy about it, too.
How can you be totally not jealous?
Because I know you're crazy about me.
Aha! Now I understand. You found my diary.
No, come on. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
So tell me, what was he like? How did he turn out?
He's a judge.
Okay. It's a better job than me. I still don't feel bad. I'm not quite as happy as I was a minute ago, but I'm okay. A judge, huh?
A judge.
He drop you off?
Well, sure. In a limousine. With a chauffeur. How you doing?
Oh, fine.
Want some to eat?
Oh, no, thanks.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. If you just ate, how come you're hungry?
Oh, we didn't have any food. No, after Brenda left, why, we started talking about the old days, you know, and the time just flew. We wound up in the Bronx.
Now, wait a minute. Brenda left.
Yeah,
And you didn't eat.
right.
All right. I still don't feel jealous. I'm very depressed. My will to live isn't quite what it was an hour ago. But, no, I'm okay. So, tell me, how do you feel about him after not seeing him all these years?
Joe, I love him. Oh, and you will, too. I am so glad tonight happened, Joe. I've got to tell you, because it proved to me something I'd always hoped, that when you've once loved somebody, you always love them, in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like, for instance, I want that to be true, see, Joe, because it would be terrible if it wasn't. If you and I, God forbid, 1,000,000 times, 1,000,000,000 times, if you and I were ever divorced, no, God forbid, 1,000,000,000,000 times. But what I'm trying to say is, Joe, I'm in love with you forever, whatever.
Thanks. What were you doing in the Bronx?
Nothing. Limousine stuff. You just...
No. Now, let me stop myself. Don't tell me. Because if I can get past this moment right here, I'm going to be the champ. Mr. Together may get crowned tonight, so just give me a second.
Okay. Joe, you think you can do it?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
You did it?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. Hey, champ, let's go to bed. Joe, David is such a terrific guy. You're just gonna love him.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it, Dave.
Yeah. Hey, listen, zip me up, will you?
Hey, how did you zip yourself when you were single?
Well, when you're single, your arms are longer. Thank you. Yes?
Yes, this is Carlton, your doorman.
Yes, Carlton, yes. What is it?
Is anybody up there dead?
What are you talking about? What?
Well, there's this big, shiny black limousine down here, and the chauffeur says it's for you.
Carlton, the car is not for us. The couple in it are coming up to see us.
Then you're telling me that you're not dead?
Good, Carlton, yes.
responsible for World War II. The first thing I remember liking that liked me back was food. I had a bad puberty. It lasted 17 years. I'm a high school graduate. I went to art school. My entrance exam was on a book of matches. I decided to move out of the house when I was 24. My mother still refers to this as the time I ran away from home. Eventually, I ran to Minneapolis, where it's cold, and I figured I'd keep better. Now I'm back in Manhattan. New York, this is your last chance.
Come on, Joe. Come on, please.
A minute. It's all yours.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. My hand was wet. If you hadn't barricaded yourself in the bathroom, I would have been able to get to a towel, and to my makeup, and to my job on time.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Joe, why do you lock the door? I mean, what do you think I'm going to do? Run in and squeeze your toothpaste in the middle? Boy, I'm late. Big Ed's going to be furious.
Who's Big Ed?
Oh, he's this guy I'm doing window displays for. He owns a shop for men, you know, resort wear for the hard to fit and the difficult to get through a doorway. It's named Portleys of Call.
Should I shave or not?
Huh?
It's my Saturday morning problem, you know? I don't want to look grubby just in case the guys decide they want to go afterwards and grab some lunch.
Yeah. So shave.
Yeah, but if I shave now, and then you and I decide that we want to go out and have some dinner tonight or something, then I'll have to shave again.
So don't shave.
Yeah, you're probably right. I won't shave until tonight. Rhoda, have you been in my drawer?
Only up to my wrist. Yeah. Makes it easier putting away laundry.
Yeah, well, you mixed up my socks. So how about if you just leave my stuff on the bed, and I'll pick it up for myself and put it away, okay?
Okay. Hey, what's with you, Joe? I mean, first you lock me out of the bathroom, then you don't want me in your drawer. Are there certain areas of the room you would like to rope off?
Hey, you don't have to be huffy.
Huffy.
I am just used to having my own space, okay?
Okay.
Now, look, I'm sorry that any of this came up. No, really. In the future, I'm going to make every effort to try not to lock the bathroom door. And you can feel free to rummage in my sock drawer anytime your little heart desires.
Listen, don't be sorry, Joe. It's good that you tell me the things that bother you. Just so one of those things isn't me.
Hey, you better get going.
Yeah, right. Listen, I'll be home about 3. How about you?
Yeah, I should be home by then.
You got anything to do for the rest of the afternoon?
No, you?
No. On second thought, why don't you shave?
Good idea.
Locking the door to shave? This is Carlton, your doorman.
Wait a minute. This is Carlton, your doorman.
I know, Carlton. I was just making a little joke.
Please don't do that. I'm walking a very thin line down here.
A thin, wavy line.
Yeah, listen, your sister Brenda wants permission to pick your mail up. Is it okay with you?
Hi, Carlton?
Yes.
Listen, I think I would rather pick up my own mail myself.
Oh, okie dokie. I'll tell her. Brenda? Your sister says she wants to pick up her mail herself.
Hockey dokie, Carlton.
You're doing it to me again.
That's right. Oh, Ro, what are you working on? Oh, it's a window display for Sainsbury's drugstore. Yeah. Oh, boy. Post-Christmas, pre-Easter. It's murder thinking up displays between holidays. Santa Claus feeding Tums to a rabbit? No, that's the Easter bunny, you see. I figure with a little sign that says, Tums for the bunny. What do you think? It's kind of cute.
It's a pimp. Forget it. Hey, listen, Brenda, what are you doing home from the bank? If it's a holiday, let me know. I could use one.
No, I called in sick.
Oh, really? What's the matter?
Nothing. I just thought I'd give myself one more day to change my luck. I had a really lousy weekend, and Monday's my lucky day.
How do you figure?
It's the day my lousy weekends are over. You got anything good there?
Nah, just bills mostly. A couple things for Joe.
Oh, I see Carlton's reading your magazines, too.
Oh, yeah.
The wine ad here smells like muscatel.
Oh, terrific. A letter from Mary.
Oh, that's really cute stationery.
Yeah, isn't it? Well, this is symbolic of the difference between us. Now, you see, Mary's stationery is yellow with the perky little Mary and a flower. Mine, on the other hand, is gray with a perky little New York wrecking and a bulldozer.
So how is Mary?
Oh, I'm sorry, Bren. You want to hear this?
Only the personal parts.
Okay. Dearest Rhoda, how are you and Joe?
How is Joe, by the way?
Joe's terrific. Why?
Well, this doctor bill's addressed to him.
To Joe?
I admire your self-control there, Rhoda.
Brenda, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't. I saw Joe's name in that little cellophane window and something snapped.
What's it say?
Professional services rendered, $100. That's it.
I know a way that we can find out what the bill's for.
Yeah?
Ask Joe.
I can't do that, Brenda. He has this big thing about privacy, and I feel like I just violated it.
Well, tell him it was an accident.
Sure. I was going through the mail, and this doctor bill fell off the table and broke open on the floor. I should never have opened it.
Oh, well, Rhoda, you were concerned. Besides, you couldn't help it. Snooping is an inherited trait. It's in our genes. Hey, you know, Rhoda, if you do that real good, he'll never know.
He'll know.
How's he gonna know?
I'll tell him.
Oh, then he'll know.
Hi, man.
Hiya. Hi.
How you doing?
So far, not sensational.
Oh, you still working on that drugstore window, huh?
Yeah. I'm using the mannequins for my Christmas in foreign land. And I've changed it to headache, neuritis, and neuralgia around the world. Forget it. Oh.
You know, we just started knocking down that church,
Yeah.
and the minister put up this sign in front that says, God is not dead. He just moved to 1313 West 6th Street. Hey, I got you a souvenir.
You did?
Yeah.
Hey, don't you die if you loot a church?
No, it's okay, really.
What are these? That's funny. They're like big wooden marbles.
They're bingo balls.
Yeah?
Oh, more bills, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, everybody wants money. You know, we ought to have an unlisted mailbox.
Joe, listen.
Yeah, what?
I was just going to say that I didn't have a chance to make dinner yet.
Oh, that's okay. Listen, you worked all day. Let me throw something together.
Oh, no, I can't let you do that. Why don't we go out to eat?
Hey, you got a deal. Let me change, okay?
Okay. Wexler. New woman. Yes, hello. Is this Dr. Wexler's office? Oh, it's Exchange. Maybe you can help me. Oh, no. This is no emergency. Don't put me through to the doctor. No, the only emergency is that I find out what kind of a doctor he is. Well, no, I don't have a problem, you see. But if I did have a problem, where in my body would it probably be? All right, okay. Look, I'll level with you. This is Dr. Wexler's mother. Yes, and I feel as his mother, I have every right to know what kind of a doctor he is. He never said no. Norman was always a very quiet and shy boy, and I never cried. Never. A psychiatrist. Oh. Wait, maybe he does something else on the side, huh? No, not likely. Yes, I see. Okay, well, thank you. What? Oh, yes, his father and I are both extremely proud.
Come on in, Ro.
Hi.
Hi.
Brenda.
God sure works in mysterious ways. You know, I knew I shouldn't have pretended I was sick, because now I really am.
Oh. Listen, can I get you something?
No, it's just a sore throat. You know, Ma told me to wrap a wool sock around my neck and hold honey in my throat.
Yeah. Listen, the weird thing is, that works.
I know, but I didn't have any. What about pantyhose and grape jelly?
I'll make you some hot tea.
You and Joe go to the movies tonight?
Yeah. How'd you know?
You got gum on the back of your pants.
Oh.
Yeah, I always get gum on the back of mine in the movies, too.
How about that? I wish people would learn to put the gum under their seats like they're supposed to.
So, did you ask Joe about the doctor thing?
Oh, Brenda, I was just about to. You know, when he was going through the bills. Then he gets to the doctor's letter, and he quickly puts it in his pocket, like he doesn't want me to see it.
What are you gonna do?
I already did it. I called up Dr. Wexler's office, and I found out what he is.
What?
A psychiatrist.
Oh, I am so relieved.
Relieved? I can't believe it. I thought Joe was so, healthy, so normal.
A lot of healthy, normal people go to psychiatrists.
Yeah.
A lot of people go that you'd probably never think went. Not even in a million years.
Like who?
Well, like me.
You went? Why?
Ma sent me.
She did?
Yeah. But she doesn't know that she sent me.
Oh. Well, are you still going?
No, but one thing that the shrink said really helped me. He said, and I quote, "People are the only animals that make themselves sick trying to be something they're not. Turkeys do not strive to be eagles, nor do eagles strive to be turkeys."
You needed him to tell you that?
Well, I'm not striving to be an eagle anymore. Now I have this irrational fear of Thanksgiving. Oh, Ro. Listen, don't get yourself upset about this. It's no big deal. Going to a shrink these days is nothing.
I know that. I mean, it's a very common thing. Everybody goes. You're almost not normal if you don't go. But why Joe?
He's had a lot of pressure lately, Ro. You know, the business and everything.
Yeah. No, it's not that. He talks to me about all his business pressures. I make him talk to me, even if he doesn't want to. It's me. I'm making him crazy, aren't I?
No, you're not.
It is.
You're
me.
not,
I'm doing
Ro.
it.
No,
I am.
you wait and see. When Joe is ready, I'm sure he'll tell you all about it.
Yeah. I thought he was going to tell me something tonight. Right after dinner, we went to that new Ingmar Bergman picture, Scenes from a Marriage. Okay. There's this part where the wife brings divorce papers to the husband for him to sign, right? Yeah, perfect, huh? Okay. So in the middle of this part, Joe starts making these sounds. Like,
Wow, right there in the theater?
Right there, yeah. Like that, loud. So, I remember him telling me that he gets emotional, and when he does, he coughs. I figured this is it.
Yeah?
So I leaned over and I whispered to him. I said, "Joe, come on, let it out. Tell me. What is it? Trust me."
Oh, that's very good. What did he say?
I got a popcorn husk stuck in my throat. Joe?
Just a minute.
Take your time. Hey, you know where I finally found your pajama bottoms this morning?
No, where?
Justin, I'm so sorry. Thought I was talking to Joe.
Yeah, I figured that.
Where is he? I'm supposed to have lunch with him.
Oh, he just called. He said he got hung up on a job, and he told me to entertain you until he got here.
Okay.
But unfortunately, my banjo is being tuned today.
Justin, it's too much. Hey, listen, can we talk?
Sure can. Talk about what?
Oh, I don't know. Business, sports. Whether you have noticed, Joe acting funny lately?
No, I haven't, Rhoda. Matter of fact, the only person I've noticed acting funny lately is you.
What do you mean?
Were you locking the doors and stuff?
Well, I just did that so Joe doesn't walk in and hear what we're talking about.
Well, I'm not quite sure I want to hear what we're talking about now.
Listen, don't get nervous. Thank you. I just have one question here. Justin, have you noticed, has Joe seemed troubled lately?
Rhoda, you see, I have this policy. I don't stick my nose into people's business, and they don't stick their fist into my nose.
Justin, listen to me. I'm not asking you to betray a confidence or anything like that. I just figure you're around him all day, and maybe there was something that he said or something he did.
Let me tell you about my wife. You see, lately, Denise has been putting on weight. Now, I mean, putting it on, huh? And I think maybe she's pregnant. But she hasn't said anything, so I don't ask. But I sure hope she's pregnant. Because she sure is getting fat.
You see there? As much as you want to know if Denise is pregnant, thank you. That's how much I want to know what's bothering Joe.
Yeah, but see, the difference, Rhoda, is you can ask Joe. Well, I mean, just stop and think. How would it sound if I said, listen, Denise, sweetheart, lately I've noticed that you've been looking a little pregnant. And I want to know whether you are or not. Now, if she is, then it's cool. But if she ain't...
Right. I got you. Right. Just a minute.
Oh, how come the door was locked?
I was practicing privacy. Thought maybe my mother would come barging in.
Hey, I'm sorry that I'm late, but I got hung up on the job, and I tell you, I'm running behind. I don't think we'll be able to make lunch today.
Oh, Joe, that's okay. I don't care about lunch. You know, I really just want to talk to you about something.
Well, can we do it tonight?
Sure.
I gotta wash up, and I will
Right.
see you tonight.
Okay,
Joe.
Joe. Right, fine. Justin.
Huh?
Why does Joe lock the door?
Rhoda, why is Denise getting fat?
Gotcha.
Hi, hon.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, you know, after I saw you today,
Yeah?
well, we got that small hotel job I was bidding on.
Oh.
Came in just in time.
Oh,
yeah.
Terrific. That's really great.
Huh?
So you're feeling pretty okay, huh?
Oh, I'm feeling great.
Yeah? No pressures?
No,
Well,
marvelous.
then let's have a glass of wine, huh?
Oh, great. So, tell me, what'd you do today?
Oh, let's see. After I left your office, I stopped by the library. Then I walked all the way home. And, I finally came up with an idea, a good idea for the display at Sainsbury's drugstore. Now ask me what I did yesterday.
Okay, what'd you do yesterday?
I opened a doctor bill addressed to you.
I know.
What?
Well, you put the bill inside out when you stuck it in the envelope.
Oh, Joe, why didn't you say something?
Well, I figured that you would tell me if you wanted to tell me why you opened it. I mean, I don't pry.
You see that, Joe? You're so good, and I'm so rotten. I should have told you right away. I'm so sorry, really. You can read my mail. I'll let you read my letter from Mary.
I already did.
Did you?
Yeah, it was up on the shelf. Oh, Rhoda, listen, it doesn't matter. I mean, you read something that was addressed to me.
Yeah.
Who cares, huh?
Yeah. And who cares if Wexler is a psychiatrist?
You know?
Yeah, Joe, listen, I was so worried when I saw that bill was from a doctor. I thought you were keeping something from me.
I was.
What were you keeping from me? Now, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Please want to. Please.
Okay. It was when my marriage to Marion was breaking up, we decided that we should seek outside help. So we went to see an outsider, Dr. Wexler. And he listened to our problems, and he seemed to zero right in on the major difficulty of our relationship.
Which was?
That we were both married to each other.
Well, what do you and Wexler think about us?
Well, I didn't go see him about us. Well, I mean, not just about us. Maybe about us.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't easy.
You're telling me? My hands haven't sweated so much since I tried out for cheerleader. I was the only kid whose pom-poms ran.
You see, I just had to talk things out with Wexler.
Yeah, last time you talked things out with Wexler, you got a divorce.
Well, having been through one bad marriage, I had my doubts. And here I was, finding myself in another marriage, and a great marriage, and I was just afraid that I was going to blow it.
Joe, I thought it was me, maybe.
Well, what Dr. Wexler did also.
He did.
Well, he likes me. Now, look, I just have to admit that it's not easy to adjust to you. You're so giving, you're so affectionate,
I can change.
Listen, I began to think that something was wrong with me because I couldn't be as open as you were.
Joe, I can't tell you what I've been going through, the fears. I mean, I really thought it was something I had done or was doing or... Joe, are you telling me that you went to a psychiatrist because of something good about me?
Yeah, I guess so, sure.
Are you still going?
No, I just went twice. It seems silly to pay him $50 an hour just to tell him that I love you.
Well, if you have to tell someone, I have an hour free. Step into my office.
Okay.
Reasonable rates. Okay wine.
Okay.
Terrific hors d'oeuvres.
Rhoda,
Yeah, Joe?
come in here a minute.
How can I? The door is locked.
Try it.
A son of a gun.
I just wanted you to see I'm making progress.
You certainly are. Now, maybe the next time you take a shower, you can do it without a bathing suit. Very good.
World War II. The first thing I remember liking that liked me back was food. I had a bad puberty. It lasted 17 years. I'm a high school graduate. I went to art school. My entrance exam was on a book of matches. I decided to move out of the house when I was 24. My mother still refers to this as the time I ran away from home. Eventually, I ran to Minneapolis, where it's cold, and I figured I'd keep better. Now I'm back in Manhattan. New York, this is your last chance.
Hello? Oh, hiya, Ma. Yeah, Joe's still out of town. So what's up? No kidding. Really? You called a family meeting? Must be something important. I remember only 3 other family meetings you've called. One was when I moved to Minneapolis, when I got married, and when Martin and Louis split up. Sure, I'll tell Brenda, yeah. But Ma, wait a minute. Don't hang up. No, you can't leave me here not knowing what the meeting's about. I'm not going to wait till tomorrow night. Ma, no, you don't. You have no place to run. Because where would you be running at 8 o'clock in the evening? Ma, there's no such thing as an emergency mahjong game. Ma, don't say goodbye. Listen, I want to know...
this is so much trouble you go to. I mean, why lug your accordion all the way here when I can just put on some records or something?
Well, I thought it would turn you on.
Vince, I was hoping tonight we wouldn't get into that area of conflict we've been getting into lately.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're not feeling what I'm feeling. I'm dying from what you're doing to me.
Vince, maybe we shouldn't talk about it so much. I mean, maybe it should be more, spontaneous.
Right. From now on, it'll be spontaneous.
Vince, don't unbuckle your accordion.
All right. I mean, I won't go all the way. I won't unbuckle it. I'll just unstrap it.
Vince, maybe tomorrow night.
For sure?
If it's spontaneous.
It will be.
Brenda?
Yeah?
Are you busy?
No, we were just about to call it a wrap.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll come back later, Brenda.
No, it's okay, Ro. Come on in.
Yeah? Oh, listen, I don't mean to interrupt and busting in on you and,
Vince.
Hey, don't worry about it. If anything was really going on, we wouldn't have heard the knock.
I see.
I've got a great little sister here.
Yeah.
You're pretty foxy yourself.
Thanks. Shows how long I've been around, from doggy to foxy.
Tomorrow night, baby. It's gonna be an important night for us. We're gonna be spontaneous. The earth will move. The sky will open. And I'll bring some ribs.
Gee, Bren, I'm sorry. I really am. I mean, I would never have come down, but your phone's been busy for over an hour. and I
No,
think-
Ro, it's okay, really. Your timing was great.
Really?
Yeah. You see, there's this decision that Vince wants me to make up my mind about.
Oh, that decision.
Yeah, he wants to be more intimate. I keep telling him I have to know a guy for a while. I mean, I just can't see him a couple of times. I have to have a relationship.
That's true.
Yeah. And I told him there are a certain number of dates you should have before you even consider doing intimate.
Right. How many dates did you tell him?
14.
Good. That's good, yeah. And what did he say?
Well, that was 2 weeks ago, and he's been up here every night since. I'm not quite sure what to do.
Brenda, before you make any decision at all, I gotta ask you one question. Do you really like Vince?
Don't you?
Well, that's not an issue here. You like this guy?
You don't like him?
Brenda, I just want to make sure that you like him. That's all. My opinion of a guy who brings an accordion on a date is unimportant.
Rhoda, come on. I mean, it's kind of hard to say no to a guy like Vince. I mean, he's so magnetic.
This Vince? That was just here. Magnetic.
Yeah. I mean, how often does a guy like Vince Mazuma come along?
Every 3 seconds.
All right, Rhoda. Okay, I just have to figure out what to do by tomorrow night. I'm gonna sing.
Brenda, you can't.
Why?
Ma called. There is a family meeting scheduled for tomorrow night.
Oh, a family meeting, huh? Oh, she probably couldn't get me. My phone's been off the hook. Well, I gotta call her because I can't go. Direct dialing. Hello, Ma? Yeah, listen, I was gonna call you. Can you switch the meeting tomorrow night because I can't make it? Because I have a very important date. Ma, the issue is not whether some guy means more than the person who suffered through 9 months of morning sickness for me. No, Ma, I am not coming to the meeting. No, I am not. I'm not, Ma. I'm not. Goodbye.
I'll pick you up on my way over.
Right.
Okay. The family meeting is now called to order. Now, Ma, what is it?
Well, let's just say hello first. And let's try to be calm because in a few minutes there may be a lot of hysteria and this may be our last chance to be calm. Hello, Rhoda.
Ma, what's going on?
Well, Rhoda, I see you have blown your last chance at being calm by becoming hysterical too early.
Where's Pop?
Is this something about Pop?
It's Pop.
Is it? That's what's the matter with Pop.
It's not your father. He isn't here because I didn't want him to know anything about this. Now, the two of you will sit down. I will try and figure out a way to explain this to the both of you. Oh, my God.
What's wrong?
I've decided I don't want you two to know about it either.
Ma, you made me rearrange my whole life to hear about this thing. Now you're not even going to tell us what it is?
Well, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to go through this. So long, Ma. Whatever it is, it can't be so important to go through this kind of aggravation.
Yes, it can.
You almost made it, Rhoda.
I know.
Why'd you come back?
I don't know, Brenda. I guess the thrill of the hunt.
It's my health.
What?
Ma,
What are you
what about
saying?
your health? Have you been to a doctor?
No, I don't want to hear what they have to tell me because I'm afraid there's something really wrong.
Oh, boy. Oh, I better call my date. He was going to pick me up here, but now I got a call to stop him.
That's good. Go.
Cancel.
No, don't cancel a date. Don't ever cancel a date.
Ma,
Be quiet.
Ma, I am. Hello, Vince? Oh, Mike, is Vince there? Well, is there any chance you can catch him because I have to call off tonight? Why can't I? What do you mean, because tonight's the night? I do not know what you're talking about. No, good night.
Okay, you two. You. I want to know what happened. I want to know what's wrong. I want to know now. No build-up, no fancy stories. Just simple sentences, please, Ma. What is wrong?
Well, as you know, I have never been to a medical doctor in my whole life. And I've only been to a dentist twice. And on both those occasions, it was to try and interest him in Rhoda.
Please, quit your stalling. Now tell us what's the matter.
All right, but let me tell you something. At the bottom of this, there is nothing to worry about.
Why? Because it's not serious?
No, because I've already lived a full life.
Please, I'm begging you. Right now, you're going to tell me and Brenda exactly what's wrong.
Okay. Lately, I haven't been feeling so great. I have shortness of breath, some tingling in my fingers, and chest pains.
Oh, Ma. Oh, wow. Oh, well, listen, it could be nothing. And whatever it is, we're going to get it taken care of.
Oh,
we'll get it fixed.
Totally fixed.
Right, we're going to take you to a doctor.
Oh, no. I don't think I could face one of those fellas. Unless, of course, he's right for Brenda.
How can you be worrying about me?
I worry about you because of the pressures that are going to be put onto you to get married before I...
Please don't. I mean, we love you, and we want to help you. Now, look, just facts. It's your symptoms. What do you feel like right now? I mean,
Right now, I feel wonderful. I feel wonderful knowing how the two of you care.
Oh, come on.
I really do.
Oh,
it's just lovely.
What are you kidding? Ma, you're our mother, aren't you?
At least.
Ma, now listen, Ma, don't worry. We will take care of everything. Everything is going to be okay.
Oh, darlings, why does it take something like this to make a family realize how much they love each other?
Please don't. Stop crying. I'm telling you, everything's going to be all right. Honestly,
I'm gonna get the door.
Good.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi. Is that your mother?
Yeah.
Hey, you shouldn't have told her what we're gonna do tonight.
Right this way, Mrs. Morgenstern. The doctor will be with you in just a minute. The doctor usually sees only the patient.
Oh, but this is our mother. Do you know this is her first time to a doctor? Yeah, I'm sure you understand.
But I'm sure that you can see our problem. I mean, if we let people bring their families in, why, we'd have children all over the desks.
Listen, I don't have to go to
Mana, just relax. Did you hear me? Just relax. Please, you see the situation, nurse. The woman is very frightened. Now, I'm sure you can make an exception. Huh? I mean, if you had this unbendable rule, that would be stupid.
Are you calling me stupid?
No. You wouldn't be stupid. It would be stupid. However, if you insist on us leaving, you are not bright.
The patient stays and you two go.
Hey, look, please don't do this. I don't want an argument here. If you
All of
stayed,
this
wouldn't
is
that be-
pointless. Now
But
you're just
please,
going to have to leave. There's
nurse.
nothing more to say.
Yes, there is. If you don't let us stay, I deck you right here.
Well, I'll ask the doctor.
Oh, listen, Rhoda, I'm sorry I let you handle that alone. I mean, on an ordinary day, I would have made yoga to her in 2 minutes. Sit, Ma, sit.
Yes.
Listen, how long do you think this whole thing is going to take?
Well, it might take a while. That's the truth. I mean, they got to take all these tests.
Listen, I've never taken a test in my life. I read a lot about these tests. These tests can be very embarrassing. If he comes at me with a little bottle, I'm leaving.
Hello.
Hello there, doctor.
Which one of you threatened to punch my nurse?
Well, to tell you the truth, Doctor, if anything had started, I think the 3 of us would have been in on it.
Let's try and relax, shall we? Now, to begin with, I want to ask you a few questions. Mrs. Morgenstern, how tall are you?
She's approximately 5 feet tall.
We don't like approximations. You know exactly how tall you are?
Without heels, 4'10" and 3/4. With heels, 4'11".
Thank you. How old are you?
Guess.
Do you know how many patients I have waiting for me out there?
I'll guess that when you guess my age. 7.
You're 57 years old?
No, I thought you had 7 patients waiting. I'm 52.
Thank you. You ever had any jaundice?
No.
Appendicitis?
No.
Any social diseases?
Social diseases? I don't know who brought you up, but I'm a lady, and you're not to use words like that in my presence.
All right. Do you have any allergies?
I'm allergic to little bottles.
I'll get you a big one. Should we go in the examination room?
All right, where's the woman who's going to examine me?
I'm going to examine you.
You? Why?
Why? Why do you think?
Because I think maybe you get your kicks from seeing a woman my age naked.
Mrs. Morgenstern, I examine naked people all day long. I've been doing it for over 20 years.
Oh, come on, doctor. You mean to say if you, don't see an extraordinary body, you don't let that stethoscope linger a little? Oh, listen, you'll be here when I get out. Wait, come on.
Wait,
darling.
wait,
All right,
wait, where would we go? Ma, the doctor said he's going to call this afternoon. He's going to call. And look, do not let your imagination run wild with you. I mean, everything's going to be okay. You'll see.
Hey, Ma, you never told us what the doctor said during the examination.
Oh, he just kept saying one thing over and over again.
What?
Mrs. Morgenstern, please get your hand off my wrist.
He didn't tell you anything?
No, nothing.
You didn't ask him anything?
Yeah, I asked him one question. I asked him what he thought of my figure. Well, I mean, after all, only your father is seen, and I wanted to find out if he'd been lying to me all these years. You want to know what the doctor said?
Yeah, I want to know real bad.
He said I had a dynamite body. Of course, a lot of good that's going to do me now.
Oh, Ma, come on. You see what you're doing? Now, I'm telling you, everything's going to be all right.
Yeah. Hey, Ma, old age runs in our family. And look at Grandmother Morgenstern. She's 87.
Yeah, that's right. Wait a minute, that's your father's mother. I have Grandmother Nessel. Rest her soul. But you know, Grandmother Morgenstern once said something very nice on the subject of old age.
What'd she say, Ma?
She said, I'm not afraid of death because my life is not such a bargain.
Come on, Ma. Now, listen, you have a wonderful life.
There are things wrong with it.
Like what?
Well, like I've never been as close to you two as I would have liked.
That's silly. We're close. In fact, we're very close.
No, I've never been as close as you two are close.
Oh, well, Ma, I mean, that's natural. I mean, after all, you are a mother.
Why would that make any difference? I mean, I've always wanted to be like a girlfriend to you because you were always the best two girls I ever knew.
Oh, that's sweet. That's cute.
No, I'm being very serious now. I mean, you girls never take me anywhere with you. You never share things with me. You never lend me your sweaters.
Oh. Ma, you would look pretty silly wearing one of our sweaters. Huh?
Why? You afraid I'd stretch it out of shape?
Listen, you. Now listen.
No, now you listen. I'm always the outsider here.
No, you're not. You're not. That's not true.
That is true. I'm telling you it's true. You confide in each other and you never confide in me. I mean, I don't even know one secret about your life. Come on now. Just for once, include me. Tell me a secret about your life. One.
Okay, sure thing. I'd be glad to. I'm sorry, Ma. I don't have any secrets right now.
Not even one?
No.
Oh, come on, Brenda. You got a secret?
Oh, Ma. Ma, just my luck. I have a secret. I never have any secrets. Why today do I have to have a secret?
Brenda, will you tell me?
Ma, I can't tell you this kind of a secret. Vince, you know.
No, yeah, but Brenda, wait a second. I mean, Ma's trying to be friends here, palsies and everything. And besides, it's not anything she wouldn't have guessed. And if it will make her feel better...
Oh, no.
Come on.
Ma, it's about, my secret what I have is, it's, sex.
Brenda, all of our secrets are about sex.
Well, you see, there's this guy I've been seeing, and not too long, and I'm very attracted to him. You know him, it's Vince. Anyway, lately he's been pressuring me to be more intimate.
Well, now I feel like a girlfriend. Of course, this is all a little new to me. What did Rhoda say when you told her the story?
Oh, she said I shouldn't do it.
Oh, good girl. But I have to disagree. You see, the trouble with Rhoda is she doesn't think modern. Brenda, when you're in my position and you're waiting for the phone to ring with your future, you begin to understand how unimportant some of the old rules are. The important thing is to seize life with both hands, hold on and take the wildest, craziest, longest ride you can. Don't do it the way I did it, Brenda. Enjoy your life. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Boy, is this weird.
I mean, you're a fabulous friend. Boy, Ma, if you had told me what you just told Brenda when I
You would
was
have
her
done things differently, I suppose.
No, but I would have felt so differently about the things I've done. Hello. Well, hello, Doctor. Oh, yeah, she's right here. Yes.
Hey, girlfriends. I'm scared. Hello, doctor? Yes. Yes. Oh. Well, thank you, doctor. Thank you very much. What? Well, I never heard of that before. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Yes, and thank you. Thank you again, doctor. It's not my heart.
Oh.
It's not my heart. I mean, listen, it wasn't physical. It was emotional.
Oh, Ma, what'd I tell you, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, everything's okay.
Oh, wonderful. It is. It's terrific. But what did he say that worried you? He told you something after he told you the good news. What?
Well, in my whole examination, they only found one thing. Yeah. I shrank half an inch. Oh, well, petite is good. This was an awful day, you know, but in a funny way, it kind of brought us together. I mean, I'm glad because I think our relationship is better than it's ever been. And that makes me happy.
Oh, it makes me happy too,
Yeah.
Ma.
Oh, Ma, it's wonderful. I mean, nobody has ever had a relationship like that with their mother. Well, now that everything's okay, I'll go see Vince tonight.
Brenda, before you go. I think we ought to have a little talk. A big little talk.
Oh, Ma.